Okay, I just got to the skate park. Sean's here, Zach's here. This guy's got like a new trick already cooking up. He learned something new today. I haven't skated in like a week. I think this guy's got a first tee.
Oh. That feels so cool, even though I've never been able to crooked grind ever. Because I've been really scared to trust it. It's such a trust trick.
Like, dude, the board control is just there.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I wish it was.
It looks like,
board control master.
dude, it looks like it is.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I
no,
feel
actually, you're right. It does feel more controlled now.
Because that looks controlled.
It's like something about the shoulders. I don't know. Like, have you ever done a crooked grind tutorial? You probably have.
I actually haven't,
Really?
but yeah, no, I have not. But it's all about the shoulders.
Like, I feel like it's about dropping the shoulder. That's like the big, like trusting yourself.
Body and board control, my dude.
Exposure therapy is like a big thing.
Yes.
And I think it's the same thing for learning tricks. Is like you have to expose yourself to all what could go wrong, like over and over and over. It's like the same thing.
Oh no, absolutely.
Like exposure, realizing like, okay, this is the worst it's gonna be.
And I feel like that's how it is. Sometimes when you take that first slam of a trick, you gotta tell yourself that's like the worst it's gonna be, and then you can evolve. You know.
So true.
See,
Even if it's sketchy, I think just doing it over and over and over, it's like, yeah, shit's in your head or whatever, but like the more you do it, it's like, I don't know, I don't think you're thinking about it as much, you're more in the moment. So I think
that's I'm always telling you, you just gotta do it.
Hey, I'm learning, it takes time, Spencer, like, you're the Jedi, I'm just trying to take in this information, you know? It doesn't happen overnight.
What's like good ways to like get your feet back on the board, you know? Get rid of the jello legs.
Get rid of the jello legs?
Like yesterday I skated flat ground, which kind of helped, but skate park's a little different.
I'm a transition skater, so I'm not to be that guy who puts topics on or labels and stuff, but I would not do flat ground to get rid of jello legs. I would do the opposite of just carving around. Not alling, not doing anything. Like power slides would be good, like little skirts on the ground, going over the hip, little power slides. Not putting too much extension, like not wanting to snap too much because that's gonna make you like sore right away. So I think it's just, it goes back to the sensory thing too. It's just like not jumping into the fire, just getting slowly into it, you know?
Kind of was not like, I had to do like a few 180s to like fully be like, okay, I need to stop being so sluggish.
That's a good way to think about it too.
Until
like,
I was like, yeah, until I was like, and like I hate doing 180s, but like I almost had to do it to kind of be like, okay, like this is how much effort it's gonna require to do this.
It's
but
so true.
I flat spotted my wheels and now I'm deciding if I want to go change.
Good thing, like, yeah, so if you have a lot of things going on with your board and on top of like already feeling like you need to like get into your gear, it's gonna be like harder for sure. I think just because you have like more factors playing in. So if you have the perfect board setup, then you have like no excuses. So maybe the new wheels will make you feel good.
Less variables.
I would do it.
Right? Okay, maybe I'll go set them up.
Because you're gonna feel fresh, and like that's what it seems like you need, a little refresh.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Like,
and
products are just products, but man, they do play it.
They can help. It can help. Yeah, mentally.
Mentally, for sure. All right, if I land a good one right here, you're putting new wheels on. How about that?
Okay.
And if I don't land it, then you're suffering.
Okay, I can't wait.
Are you gonna agree to these terms?
Yeah, I agree to these terms because I know you're gonna roast it. You're gonna roast it. Right. I'm not tripping. Roasted it.
Alright, since I'm so sloppy, we get a rebate.
Okay, fine.
Actually, now we'll learn how to skate that same wheels for 2 sessions.
For this park and the next park.
I'm just kidding, that's twerking.
No, dude, I got you, man. I got you. Oh, I guess I'm getting stuck with these wheels today. Oh my god. I'm flat spot Spence.
To be honest, what's happening now is I'm worried about that.
You're worried about the camera on you? Are you camera shy?
I'm not thinking, see what we were saying before. I was doing all this stuff and it was just happening.
You weren't thinking about it.
I'm not in the moment.
You're not. He's not. Any things you do to get your legs back cooking, like when you haven't skated for a while, to like avoid the jello
try to
legs?
like shake them and stuff.
Just shake them?
Blood flow into the muscles.
Okay.
Yeah, and then maybe like some like calf raises and shit, some stretching. But
when
you should ride like a bike.
Oh,
like,
okay.
When you don't skate, be like, fuck, I'm just gonna go for a ride for like 20 minutes and just like ride around the neighborhood.
Fair enough.
Just to keep your legs alive.
Yeah, no, you're not
when
wrong.
When you leave them dead, they're just like so stiff and hard to warm up. Woo!
So this is a family barbecue. Dowdy brought the crook. What are you gonna bring right now?
I can try front tail.
All right, are you gonna bring the front tee? Let's see it. See, this is what it's all about, you know? Dogs hyping up other dogs, you know? I think since I haven't skated like in a week or so, you know, there's like no like hesitation, so to say. Yeah. Like I don't know like if it's gonna go good or bad, but backsmith has always been another trick on my list that just like it's hard and scary to do. I can't do it on a quarter pipe. Can't do it really on a ledge, and when I do it, I'll usually just hit the end of it and just kind of sneak it at the end. I've actually never done it like in the middle of a ledge and popped out of it like a real way. Because you have to like stand like gnarly. Like you're a bowl guy, you know how it is back to Smith.
You have to really commit, like your whole body's committed.
Yeah, you can't half-ass it back to Smith. And then I don't do front Smith either, because front Smith, whenever I ollie on, I've always like missed it, or I like push down and there's no ledge there, and then I just like fall, and it's really sketchy. So front Smith's kind of a no-go for your boy. But back Smith, Sean's here, so Sean's gonna be like, you know, he's trying it with me.
I'm trying to study.
You know, we're both doing some R&D right now. I was gonna show you what I normally do though when I do back Smith.
Yeah. Let's see what they look like right now.
I mean, they're not bad sometimes. It's just that they're really short at the end.
Yeah.
You know, it's like kind of, but not really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's like learning, but I've never done it like in the ledge in the beginning.
It's a little more of a tap than a grind, I will say.
It's that foot positioning though, alling in, because even when you do it in transition, you gotta watch that heel and make sure it's not scraping, right?
Very true, yeah.
Like, where do you put your foot when you back Smith? Like, where's your front foot?
Front foot is actually sideways, so instead of keeping it straight, I keep mine sideways because I feel like that holds the front of it, and then the back foot's kind of in your toes, and that's like what's pushing it forward, and your front foot is directing where it goes.
So I think my problem is I think my front foot needs to be this way, because my heel always hits the ledge.
I have the exact same problem.
Right?
So maybe you need to move your foot over.
It's so scary, but yeah, I think you're right though. Like as much as I can. Right?
Yeah, you don't want any heel on the deck. You want all heel. Your heel is almost like what's driving that forward motion of the Smith.
And I think since I'm such a nose slide guy, and I'm so used to my heel dragging, it's like a comfort thing.
Yeah.
And so I think that's
the opposite.
Yeah, that's why it's scary, because there's no drag point, or like no way to slow down. It's kind of like you're kind of committed, like you said.
A lot of it is the commitment in this back foot versus the front. That's the difference that you're thinking of versus the nose slide versus the back Smith. You're committing into the back because you're back Smithing versus nose.
Yeah, I feel.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I feel like when you back Smith, there's no front foot. Just like pretend doesn't even exist.
Yeah, exactly. All of it's in your back, and you're putting pressure, and you kind of want to like lean back, just like a manual. Kind of think of it like a manual.
A manual. Oh.
You know what I mean?
All right, so you want to go for it? You want to give it a try, a whirl?
I'll try it.
All right, give him a whirl. Give him a whirl.
Ooh. Yep.
But my heel just like, did you see? I don't know if you saw what I did. I literally ollied into the back and it stalled.
I think that's going to be the big difference between transition and ledges. I don't know how to do it on a ledge, so from here, I'm lost.
I keep doing this.
Yeah.
That's where my heel
is. Yeah, don't do that. Move that over here. Move your foot sideways.
Dowdy. I know. It's hard. Oh.
Just stall it. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Dowdy.
You know what I mean? Almost like curl your front foot over like a little bit. Does that make sense? Like, does that make sense? Like extra steez? I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm just saying it really does help.
So that's the same thing with front crook, I feel. Like when you do front crook, like the more you try.
Sorry, buddy. Damn, we're in homies with.
Yeah, we are.
My bad.
Like when I learned slappy front crook, the more I tried to like steez it out, the easier it was.
Yeah. You almost have to pretend like you really know what you're doing.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Ooh, yeah. Oh! Wow. See, that's going to be the unlock. So this is when you're going to unlock the trick, when you figure out how not to hit your heel.
Yeah, that's the heel's fucking me up.
And that's what you're going to figure out right now.
That's been my
Watch, he's going to figure it out.
Thinking I'm going to try popping like this.
Do it. Just see what happens. Just trial and error. And now we know that doesn't work. But
about gaining that board control, like I need to literally figure, like, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
I think a lot of it is trust, though. It's like trusting that you're gonna grind, even though you dip into there.
I know, and it's like since I haven't skated, I think it's like
that's gonna play
a blessing
for sure.
Good
and bad. It's so true. Oh, that was the best one so far for sure, dude.
I don't know if it was totally dip, but it was definitely progression.
Okay. Yeah. Your special meter's up. Might as well go for another one.
I will. I think I kind of figured it out.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I was ollieing too high in trying. Does that make sense? Where I was trying to ollie up really high to get into it, when it's more up less ollie above and more of like a backside shifty.
Are you on the side of the ledge more than on top?
Yeah. Way more on the side of the ledge. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's what I was doing
I hear
before.
different things, but yours looks good. You're like on the side. I've heard people say, just treat it like a 50-50, but you dip.
It's not that. See, that's how I've always kind of thought of it, and it doesn't really work for me like that. I have to really think on, it's a crooked grind, but a 50 on that side of the angle.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Yeah, I think when you go in the middle of it, it makes you have to pop out kind of, so it makes you kind of treat it differently.
Ooh, do the rails help?
Yeah, I think the rails help though.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, because I could feel the rail hit the ledge.
But I mean, that goes for anything. That could be a helpful or not helpful. It depends on like how you grind and slide. Like some people say board sliding is better with rails. Some people say it's not. Wow. Yeah, Spencer. Yeah.
So, how do you feel about middle of the ledge?
It's not as scary as I once perceived.
Do you think it's easier?
Yeah, because it commits more of your weight to being like, the end of the ledge is like,
yeah, right?
Like take your time to like ollie and like put your weight there. It's sweet. Not as scary as I thought.
Oh!
You are hovering.
The way you're doing it, that's
that's harder?
way harder. Because what you're doing is you're holding your grind up versus allowing yourself to sit in it. Think about back nose grind versus you're doing back nose grind. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, dude, the session is here, dog. The real star is here now.
I think I met you once.
He's the real star right here. This guy right here.
Back Smith.
That's right here.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, any back Smith tips you got?
Well, there are people who have different techniques. Some like to go parallel, and I don't. I pull up like I'm back whipping, and I grind the back whip.
How did I? Oh,
Yeah, that's not how the people who do the really long backsmiths and they have their feet like this, they don't pull up like that. They pull up next to it, and then they just like.
I feel like that's the way you're doing it. Is like how he's saying. Like,
I have the old school back lip grind.
Yeah.
back lip grind. I like that,
Grind
dog.
the back lip.
There, you go. Dude.
That's
That's some good advice.